What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. It is Tuesday, May 21st, 2019, and this is going to be a quick little video. I just want to gloss over how good Gary Sanchez has been this year. First things first, I want to talk about last year for Gary Sanchez. He was not good. Hit just 186, played in only 89 games. There were some hustling issues, and obviously he had the defensive woes as well. Caused a lot of people to get on his back. There were many fans. I would say majority of fans were calling for Gary Sanchez. We're calling for Gary Sanchez's job, basically. They wanted the Yankees to trade for JT Realmuto. They wanted Gary Sanchez shipped off. They hated him. There was many who didn't want Gary Sanchez to start in the wild card game last year, let alone the playoffs in general. So yeah, those fans just calling you out right now. And if you were one of those fans, you can admit to it. Just drop down and admit to it in the comment section below. You know what they say, the first step in fixing a problem is admitting there is one. If you weren't a Gary Sanchez supporter, you can admit to it right now. But as for this year, in 2019, through 30 games, now keep in mind, he did have the IL stint, missed about 10 games, so his numbers are a little bit skewed, but he still leads all catchers by a substantial margin in all the offensive categories. So, Gary Sanchez's stats through 30 games, right now he's hitting .265, .341 batting average, 13 home runs, 26 RBIs, and an F4 of 1.1. Now, the one stat that I left out is the slugging percentage, because that's what I want to get into right now. Gary Sanchez is in the midst of the best power hitting season by a catcher that we've seen in the 21st century. I'll give you the numbers. What is considered to be the three best offensive seasons from a catcher in the 21st century? Jorge Posada's 2007 season, Buster Posey's 2012 season, Joe Mauer's 2009 season. So I'm just going to give you the numbers on those. Jorge Posada in 2007 slugged .543. Tremendous mark. He had a great season. Hit over 20 home runs, hit about .330. Buster Posey in 2012, when he won his MVP award, slugged .549, hit about .330, over 20 home runs, was a great season. Now, Joe Mauer had one of the greatest seasons in general of the 21st century, hit about .365. His slugging percentage was .587, hit about 29 home runs. You know what Gary Sanchez's slugging percentage is this year? .646. He has 13 home runs in 30 games, missed 10 games on the IL, has been remarkably clutch this year, and I just want to make it clear that I've always been on the Gary Sanchez train, never left. I'm going to pull up this post from Yankees Avenue, which I own on Instagram right now. On November 30th, when it was the heat of the trade rumors about Gary Sanchez might get dealt, the Yankees might trade for JT Realmuto, a lot of fans were calling for his job. Ridiculous, but this is what I said. Alright, Gary Sanchez appreciation post. You're a starting catcher, and I, along with us reasonable fans, would never consider trading you. Gonna be the best fucking catcher in the league in 2019. 40 home runs and 110 RBIs coming. That was November 30th, 2018. And I'm not even giving myself credit here. What I'm really doing is calling at the fans that were calling for his job. I mean, just look what all this guy has done. In 2016, when he came up early in the beginning of August, hit 20 home runs in 52 games, hit .299, slugged over 600 that season. And then he follows it up in 2017 with a great power hitting season, hit 33 home runs, missed a month on the IL, by the way, or the DL at the time, drove in 90 runs, slugged over .530, was great in the postseason, was remarkably clutch. Gary Sanchez has always been clutch. So yeah, and I just want to give you what Gary Sanchez is on pace to do over the course of about 140 games, which is usually the standard norm for what a catcher plays in a season. So Gary Sanchez obviously is on pace to hit .265, on base at .341, slugging of .646. Gary Sanchez is on pace for 59 home runs, 120 RBIs, and an F4 of over 5, which is great for a catcher. And you guys want to get on him about his defense. You always get on him about not being able to block pitches. One, he's been much better at that this year, by the way. And two, do you ever look at Gary Sanchez's arm? Nobody appreciates it. It's you casual fans out there that don't appreciate Gary Sanchez's arm and his ability to frame pitches too. Because the stats have been shown, Gary Sanchez's arm and his framing ability saves more runs than his blocking gives up. And that's just a fact. You can look at Fangraphs, you can look it up on Google. It's a fact. So yeah, this video I just wanted to call out any Gary Sanchez haters, and if they're still out there, please take a bath or something, because this guy is good. He is the best catcher in baseball, and that's really all I have to say about it. Great win last night, another come from behind victory, and I'll see you guys next time. Let's go Yankees.